Let's see how we can apply for the G-Course of Goethe University's Studienkolleg through University of Goethe itself, Goethe University of Frankfurt, and also through its partner university being the Frankfurt University of Applied Sciences. Please go to uni-assist.de, sign in to your Uni-assist profile through my assist here. I'm already signed in. Select the semester to which you want to apply. Here, as you can see, we have summer semester 2022, winter semester 2021-22, and summer semester 2021. Now it's April 2021, and I choose winter semester 2021. Okay, let's go for Frankfurt University of Applied Sciences. Frankfurt University of Applied Sciences, and I go for Soziale Arbeit. Soziale Arbeit. That's it. That's a program that I want to choose to go to G-Kurs. Please be aware, it's the DOSV-Verfahren through the Hochschulstart. If you have a DOSV, if you have already an account through Hochschulstart and you have your bid and ban, then I assume that you have also entered it into your Uni-assist account. If you have not, there is a lecture previously. You can find it in the previous lectures where we have the DOSV registration process and how to put your bid and ban number into your Uni-assist profile. First do that part and then come here, so to speak. Okay, that said, we click on Details anzeigen. Everything is rather simple here. It says Studienbeginn im Sommersemester und Wintersemester. It's irrelevant for us. We are applying for Studienkolleg. Information zum Studiengang. You can, of course, learn more about this study program here. But again, we are opting for Studienkolleg for now. We are not opting for it. We have to do it, right? EU-Staatsangehörige müssen sich bitte über Hochschulstaat für diesen Studiengang registrieren, nicht bewerben. Die Bewerbung erfolgt ausschließlich über Uni-assist. So if you are an EU applicant, you have to do the Hochschulstart and then come back here and apply. But to be honest, if you are non-European, you still have to have your bid and ban numbers, as far as I know, to do that. But anyways, having a bid and ban number does not hurt, so you can proceed with having that sorted, so to speak. That said, you click on Auswählen, first semester. Yes, applying for first semester, but anyways, you will not end up in first semester, but in Studienkolleg, der Auswahl hinzufügen. That's it. We have applied for that. Now let's take a look at what we can apply for through the University of Goethe University of Frankfurt. All right, we select the Goethe University of Frankfurt, Goethe University Frankfurt, and we go for Erziehungswissenschaft Bachelor's, Orts-Ense, so it also is Ense. Sorry, I couldn't find a program which is not Ense and definitely sends you to G-Course. So we have this one. Details ausbilden, Details anzeigen, nothing special, the typical stuff for the Studienkolleg, and that's it. It's a safe option too. So I say auswählen. And the same goes here, der Auswahl hinzufügen. Now we have added 2 study programs to our basket. Let's go there into the basket. There you go. We have one here, one down here. There are 2 things you should watch out here. One thing is that here we have keine offene Pflichtfragen. In my case, we have green part where it says all mandatory questions have been answered. In your case, it's probably red. The reason why in my case it's green is because I just recorded the T and M course before the W course that I'm presenting now. And by then I had to answer the same mandatory questions. Otherwise it was red. It was red here and I clicked on it and I answered the questions and it became green. And we do it now again together and I will show you how this whole thing is. But then there is also this box down here which is important. It says reine Anleihenbewerbung. Because of Corona, University of Frankfurt and also Frankfurt University of Applied Sciences, both of them have told Uni-assist, hey, we don't need you to get the original documents from the applicant. You can actually go for asking for the scan of the originals, and it would be enough. And then the applicants can provide their documents at a later stage when they are here with us, right? So this is also a possibility. Some universities now offer a reine Anleihenbewerbung, and I hope that by the time that Corona becomes less of a problem, the system continues to work, because sending the documents per post is a little bit unnecessary at the age of digitization, I think. But all right, that said, when you click on this link here, you come across a bunch of questions. The first page up here, it says Allgemeine Fragen 0 out of 0. That means there are 0 mandatory questions and 0 of them have been answered. That's also right this way. We would not answer any question which is not mandatory because it's time consuming and you might even put wrong information there. You're already sending your documents and you don't need to fill out the stuff which are not mandatory. Only look for mandatory questions. 0 out of 0, and then we have 13 out of 13. Well, there are 13 mandatory questions which I have already answered in this case. Now this is for Frankfurt University of Applied Sciences, right? Wait a second. Yes, Frankfurt University of Applied Sciences. Let's take a look. 13 out of 13. Do you know German? Yes. We go further down. Are you learning German now? Yes. Do you know English? Yes. We go further down. I'm only answering the mandatory questions. In your case, they are probably red and they're not green. And once you answer them, they become green. Further down, if you have studied in Germany previously, have you been at the university in Germany, like registered at the university? No, I haven't. Go further down. I mean, in your case, of course, you can answer differently. But I assume majority of you guys are just having the same answers as I have because you want to go to Studienkolleg, you haven't been to the university, and so on and so forth. Go further down, Studienkolleg und Feststellungsprüfung. More relevant stuff. Beantragen Sie die Aufnahme in einen Studienkolleg zum nächstmöglichen Termin? Do you want to go to Studienkolleg for the next available date? Yes. Have you already attended an entry test of any Studienkolleg? Well, if you have, say yes, but if not, no. But down here it says how often and when and where. Don't answer that. Just leave it alone. Even if you have attended the entry test of a couple of Studienkollegs, even if Studienkolleg Leipzig is among them, just leave it. Just say nein. That's it. Wünschen Sie die Zulassung zur externen Feststellungsprüfung? Do you want to externally come in and sit at the very last examination of Studienkolleg Feststellungsprüfung? You should only do that if you know what you're doing, because that needs a lot of preparation. So basically you circumvent the whole Studienkolleg period. Otherwise, no, I want to come to Studienkolleg and you teach me what I need to learn for the FSP, not that I jump into the exam suddenly. And the last one is Ergänzungsprüfung. Ergänzungsprüfung is also not relevant for you. Say you do now G-Kurs in Studienkolleg Leipzig, let's say, and in the end you decide like, no, I actually want to study medicine. I changed my mind. I don't want to study things related to economics. I want to study medicine. What should you do? You have an FSP in G-Course. You can enter G-Course in university in Germany. But now suddenly you want to change into something which is an M-Course or a T-Course or a G-Course or whatsoever. In that case, you need to do Ergänzungsprüfung. It's basically an adapter, switching you from, let's say, W-Course to M-Course or to T-Course or whatsoever at the end of Studienkolleg, after having the FSP in one of these disciplines, so to speak. Which is not going to be the case for you, I assume. So we say, no, I want to go to Studienkolleg and learn for the FSP, basically. Here, you need to upload your CV. Hier, Lebenslauf, bitte laden Sie einen tabellarischen Lebenslauf mit Schul- und Studienzeiten bis zur Antragstellung hoch. If it's mandatory for you, upload it. I think it's mandatory and I have uploaded some random document here for this applicant, right? It needs to be in PDF. We have already talked about how to make your CV. Make your CV updated. If you have made your CV by the time that your German was at A1 level or A2 level, and now you have a B1 level or B2, please update it. Don't send an old version of your CV. We want the up-to-date version of the CV to be uploaded here, okay? That said, how did you hear about us? You can answer anything. You can answer, I searched in the internet or family or friends. Irrelevant, to be honest. 3 more questions about the documents, and they are mandatory. You need to upload your documents. One of them is the Zeugnis im Original, so your original transcripts and certifications of your secondary education, your high school. So that means in your original language. It is Spanish, Arabic, French, Chinese, whatever it is, original documents, right? scan them, make them PDF and upload them here. Then you need to have their translations uploaded here. The translations, if it's not in English or German, it has to be translated. And please note that I suggest that you take a scan of the certified documents here so that nobody has a problem with that, not just any translation or whatsoever. So basically follow our guidelines, what I have taught you with document preparation, but instead of sending it in, you can upload it here. And now some of you might say, we have already sent our documents to Uni-assist for other applications. What should we do now? Well, to be honest, the problem is you cannot go for Speichern here and submit without uploading anything. Otherwise, it would have actually been enough because Uni-assist already has them in your documents. But then please scan the same documents. You probably have a couple of the same documents, a couple of them, right? As we have explained how to make them. Then scan them, here the originals, here the translations, and the last one is basically, cancel. The last one is your German certificate, which I assume is something like B1 or B2-ish. From B1 upwards, it's enough, right? And you can upload it here. Also a certificate, so to speak, to be scanned here. And in the end, you say, I accept your terms and conditions. This is basically your signature, putting this Ja down here, and you say Speichern. And with this, you should have basically no open questions, keine offene Pflichtfragen, and you should be able to proceed with this application. The same goes for Goethe University of Frankfurt. If you click on that here, first tab 0 out of 0, the second tab 9 out of 9. Same questions. Verfügen Sie über Deutschkenntnisse? Ja, I proceed quickly. Besuchen Sie gegenwärtig einen Deutschkurs? Ja. Further. Ist Ihnen in der Bundesrepublik Deutschland Asylrecht gewährt worden? Are you asylum seeker? If you are not, you say no. If you are asylum seeker, you say yes. Further down. Nehmen Sie an einem Austauschprogramm mit unserer Hochschule teil? Are you an exchange student? No. Yeah, I mean, which exchange student? You are apparently going to Studienkolleg, so it's not about exchange, I assume. Further down, do you want to go to Studienkolleg? Yes. Do you want to, have you attended any other entry tests at Studienkolleg? No. If you have attended, click on yes. Do you want to go to externe Feststellungsprüfung? No. Do you want to do the Ergänzungsprüfung? No. Do you want to do German course with us? If, for example, you'd fail at the entry test or whatsoever, answer, ich weiß es nicht, open the option. Keep it open. Keep it on the table. You don't want to say nein or yeah for now. Just, we say, I don't know it now. Let's see. And that's it. You say Speichern. And you have that one sorted. Now it says 105 euros, basically for 75 euros for the first application, first semester, and 30 euros for any further application. In this case, only one more application, so 75 plus 30 is 105. But I wouldn't apply for both. I mean, you can, but it costs you 30 euros more. Of course, you're more sure, so that if one doesn't work, the other one works, sort of, but why shouldn't it? I assume you know what you're doing. You have followed my lectures so far and you know about your application documents and everything. So one is really enough because both of them end up giving you an invitation for the entry test of G-Kurs at Studienkolleg of Goethe University. So I would actually delete one of them. Which one would I delete? I don't know really. Like the one which fits your study desires more, so that if you need to apply for a visa, you can explain about it in your motivation letter why you want to study that and stuff. These programs are anyways also very close to each other. So feel free to go for one or the other. That's it. We have already explained that. So let's say if I say entfernen, bestätigen, if I delete that one, then it's all good. And then I have everything basically set for going to the G-Kurs, Studienkolleg at Studienkolleg Frankfurt, University of Goethe. And there you go, you go for the payment. I have already explained how that works, and you're done. You even don't need to send applications per post. That what you uploaded is enough. Unless you need to apply for other programs which need your documents anyways. In that case, I suggest that you send one complete set of your documents to Uni-assist anyways. And one set is enough. We have already talked about that, right? One set is enough for Uni-assist. All the best, good luck, and see you in the next lectures.